Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Scott County High School. I'm Mike Ritchie, along with Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, Toby Murray. We make up the Scott County Sports Network, bringing you Scott County athletics all year long here on the Internet. Tonight's game features the Wildcats from Pendleton County. Head coach Keaton Belcher brings his team in to tonight's broadcast 0-1, their only game. They got beat in overtime Monday night against Covington Scott, that final 92-90. Scott County head coach Billy Hicks in his 22nd year, 888 victories, 235 defeats. His Scott County Cardinals 2-0 on the season after defeating Paris on Tuesday. They come back and defeated Walton Verona yesterday. That final score 73-56. So Scott County 2-0 taking on 10th Region opponent Pendleton County Wildcats. What we'll do is we'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll go over the season stats for Scott County and much more. You're watching Scott County High School Athletics exclusively on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County, the Cardinals, getting ready to host the Wildcats of Pendleton County. And Mark, Scott County's played a couple of games. Let's look at their season stats and what jumps out at you.
Well, Mike, they're a good shooting team to be a young team. They're shooting 42.8% from the total field goal percentage, 43.9% from two-point range, and 40% for three-point range. The Achilles heel is the free throw line. They're only shooting 64.7%. That's something that they've got to continually work on to improve, because as you get closer to tournament time, free throws are going to play a bigger part. So you can't end up getting on the line at the end of a game and possibly lose it because you can't make them. They're averaging 78 points a game, 44.5 rebounds a game. The one other Achilles heel that I would point out that they need to continually improve, and I think they will, they're an awful young team. They're turning the ball over at 17 turnovers a game and only 12.5 assists. You really want to see that 2-to-1 in favor of assist over the ratios, or at the worst case, even to even. So they're averaging about 5 more turnovers than they are assists right now, and that's something they're going to continue to work on. But when you look at points per possession, they're above a 1 at 1.02, and points per shot, they're at an even 1, which means they're a pretty efficient basketball team that every time they get a shot and control the basketball on the offensive end of the floor, they generally score. So, like I said, it's a young team. It's a work in progress, and I think by the end of the year you're going to continue to see strides, but they just need to learn how to protect the basketball.
All righty, Mark. The other night, the player of the game, Scott County had pretty much manhandled Walton Verona 73-56. The player of the game we picked, sponsored by Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery, was Bryce Long, the freshman sharpshooter. Had 13 points. He was 4 of 8 from the field for 50%, 2 of 4 from the three-point line for 50%, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So, Mark, look at those percentages. You can see why he comes in with the reputation of being a very good shooter.
Yeah, and he was on fire at the first quarter, Mike. I think he had 10 of those points in the first quarter. He just he couldn't miss. And, that's one thing that you're going to see. The first game, Mike, just kind of comparing, Micah Marino was on fire. He struggled a little bit the second game. Bryce Long struggled the first game. And that's the consistency that young players try to develop, and it takes them a little bit longer to be consistent night in after night in. So I think you'll see improvement, but you will have a little bit of ups and downs, but they are fun to watch.
All righty, Mark. Now let's move on to the Tell of the Tape, sponsored by Scott County Physical Therapy and Frank Shoup Chevrolet Georgetown. When you look at it, Scott County coming in averaging 78 points a ball game, to 90 points for Pendleton County. Of course, it looks like a shootout. They took on Covington Scott, lost that ball game in overtime, but they put up 90 points. That tells you they can fill up the basket pretty good.
Either that or nobody plays a lick of defense in the 9th region. One of the two.
The 10th region, you mean, right?
Covington Scott's still in the 9th.
Oh, okay. All righty, looking at the points allowed per game, 64.5 for Scott County, 92 for Pendleton County. I'm screwed. That's skewed. That'll probably go down, or hopefully Coach Belcher hopes it goes down.
Yeah, he better hopes, because it's going to be hard for him to score above 92 every single game.
Yeah, his team shot 51.8%. Scott County's averaging 42.8%. Scott County 40% behind the arc. Pendleton County 31.6 at the free throw line. Both teams kind of above high school average that we see anymore. Scott County 64.7, whereas Pendleton County 63.4, and then rebounding, Scott County averaging 44.5 rebounds a ball game. And Pendleton County, Mark, it goes to show how well Scott County rebounds the basketball, because really you say they got 39 rebounds a game, but when one team scores 92 and the other scores 90, there's a lot of opportunities, whereas Scott County, I think, their games have been a lot more scoring, as you can see by the points per game allowed. For them to average 44.5, it tells you Scott County goes to the board, especially when they're undersized.
Well, yeah, especially when your point guard, sophomore Cooper Robb, is averaging 8.5 a game from that point guard position. So, you know, that's pretty impressive that the guards are rebounding that well. But that's what you have to do when you're playing team defense. You've got to have everybody staying in the rebound. Scott County does a great job at that.
All righty, what we'll do is we'll take our final timeout. We'll come back for the tip-off. You're watching Scott County High School Athletics on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies, like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street, next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of free and the home of the brave?
Great job with the national anthem by Scott County's very own Brooke Miracle, the daughter of legendary PA announcer Mr. Bill Holland. Been around a long time, hadn't he, Mark?
Yeah, done a good job for a number of years for the Red Heat. I think he's the one that coined that phrase, wasn't it?
If he didn't, he'll take credit for it. So Scott County, Pendleton County getting set to go here. Like we said earlier, Pendleton County coming in 0-1 after taking it on the chin against Covington Scott. In overtime, they lost that ball game 92-90. Scott County victorious yesterday against Walton Verona 73-56 to push Coach Hicks's 22-year record to 888 and 235, and this year's record up to 2-0. So now for your starting lineup. First for the visitors on the scoreboard from the 10th region, the Pendleton County Wildcats out of the District 38. Starting for them, number 11, Dante Allen, a 6'4" freshman. Also starting for them at guard, 6'4" sophomore, number 25, Grant Walsh. At forward, number 12, Billy Kirby, is a 6'3" junior. The other forward spot, number 15, Wade Browning, a 6' senior, and rounding out the starting lineup, number 24, Tanner Doherty. He is also a 6'2" senior. And again, head coach for Pendleton County is Keaton Belcher. So lineup for Scott County. Starting at one guard spot, he's a 5'7" freshman, wearing number 1. It'll be number 1, Cam Fluker, averaging 9 points, 3 rounds of ball game. Also at guard, number 2, Bryce Long. He's a 6'1" freshman guard, averaging 11.5 points, 2.5 rebounds. The third guard in the lineup, number 10, Cooper Robb. He's a 6'1" sophomore, 12.5 points, 8.5 rebounds. He is a rebounding machine from that guard spot for Scott County. At forward, number 24, Michael Marino. He's a 6'6" freshman, 12.5 points, 6 rebounds a ball game. And rounding out the starting lineup for Scott County, the 6'6" junior center, number 44, Cooper Watts, 7.5 points, 8.5 rebounds. So Cooper Watts, Mark, has really stepped up to take on the burden, being the biggest guy and the most physical guy we got of carrying the load rebounding wise for Scott County up to this point.
Yeah, he started off the season well. Let's hope he can continue to do that. I love his energy, playing a lot harder, got a lot more confidence. Really needed that with this young group. And then again, Mike, you got Michael Marino on the other side. I don't know if you'll see a smoother freshman in the state than how he plays at 6'6".
All righty, Scott County's JV ran their record to 3-0. They defeated Pendleton County by a final score of 64-45. Congrats to head coach Timmy Glenn and the Scott County Junior Varsity. Good officiating crew, Dustin Music getting ready to throw it up. Cooper Watts and Dante Allen. Scott County comes down with it, and it's in the hands of Cam Fluker. Scott County in the home white, Pendleton County in the road black uniforms. Pendleton County has red numbers and letters outlined in white. Scott County goes the other way. Blue red outlined in blue. And the first turnover of the ball game goes to Scott County. So Pendleton County has the basketball in the hands of Dante Allen. And Mark, he looks like a good one. Got 31 points the other night. Had an assist opportunity right there, but the shot was missed by Billy Kirby. Cooper Robb, quick side to Bryce Long. Stop and pop from the baseline. A little bit short, Cooper Robb. Back up with it quickly. Cooper Watts, excuse me.
Got too many Coops.
Mark, he did one good thing right. He didn't even come back with it. He just flicked it.
That's exactly right.
So interesting. Go ahead, Mark.
I was going to say, interesting matchup with Cooper Watts matched up against the freshman Dante Allen. That's a perimeter player playing against more of an inside player for Scott County. Kind of shows the athleticism of Cooper Watts.
There's Cooper Watts with the handoff from Bryce Long. Cooper Watts give him 4.
Nice play by Bryce Long.
Dante Allen fakes the 3. Cam Fluker in there, and he's going to get a foul call on Cam Fluker. That's going to be his first. Team first.
And what Cam's got to learn right there, Mike, is you don't necessarily have to steal the ball in that situation. He's going to have to pick it up because he can't dribble it through the 2, so you've accomplished by stopping him. You don't need to reach in and grab.
Brett Walsh inbounding the basketball for Pendleton County. Flips it out high to Tanner Daugherty. Tanner Daugherty, a lot of pressure. Allen goes left side, 2. Wade Browning misses the shot. Billy Kirby with the putback. It's good.
Little slow on rotation right there for Scott County, and once they beat the trap, that left up the wide open layup.
Cam Fluker stays hot. Fluker give him 5 of 8, Mark. That's 83% on the year behind the 3-point line from the youngster. Not playing like a freshman up to this point for Scott County.
And that's a tough matchup out there for Cooper Watts.
Cooper picks up his first. Correction, that's his second?
No, Cam Fluker got the first one. They're saying second? I don't think that's correct. Wow.
So Daugherty with the basketball in his hands. Cooper Robb checking him. He goes to Grant Walsh. Back to Daugherty on the right baseline. 3-pointer is up. It rolls in there. A good shot by Tanner Daugherty. And it's 7-5 Scott County. Cooper Watts running everybody down the floor again. Scores. Give him 6. Mark, if that is his second foul, I thought the first one was on Cam Fluker, but they might have given it to. Good pass right there to Billy Kirby. What we're going to do is we're going to give it to him because it was Cooper Watts and Cam Fluker. Bryce Long, right side 3, a little bit long. Rebound easy to Dante Allen behind the back dribble. Goes right side to Walsh, out to the top. To Daugherty. Daugherty, free throw line, jumper, in and out, no good. And the foul's going to be on Scott County. Bryce Long picks up his first, team third.
You got to think that that's not on, that the bench knows that's not on Cooper Watts. With 2 this early in the game, can't imagine he'd run the risk of leaving him in to pick up 3.
Well, our crew's pretty good at picking up the foul at the official calls, so. Kenny Gant just verified it, and they said it is his second foul. So I'm not sure if Coach Hicks knows it or not, but it is his second foul. Second free throw, no good. Michael Marino with the rebound. And again, Mark, that shows you a good officiating crew. Dusty Music, Kenny Gant, Kirk Hudson.
Nice pass.
They heard the player. They went over and checked, didn't interfere with the game, found out, and kind of told him it was 2, and let's play basketball. So 9-8's the score. Scott County with the lead. Pendleton County after the rough start. 5:28 to go here in the first quarter. Chance to take the lead. And, Mark, like you say, that's a tough matchup for Cooper Watts on Dante Allen as he misses the bank shot. Jump ball on the floor.
I just saw make sure you and I are on the same page. You talking about the foul on number 2, Bryce Long, or the second foul on Cooper Watts?
Second foul on Cooper Watts.
Bench doesn't know that.
So Walsh with the basketball. Top of the key. Wade Browning with the floater from the baseline. No good. Bryce Long with the rebound. Bounce pass to Cooper Robb. Robb comes up with it and is going to force contact by Grant Walsh. His first. Team first. Into the ball game for Scott County. Clem Dameron, the senior, 6'5", and also number 12, Caleb Covington. Caleb, a 6'1" junior.
Now, I would bet, based off what the first 2 games have come in, Covington will probably take Allen.
Covington out top to Fluker. Fluker right side, looking inside. Instead he goes right side, or left side to Long, to Marino. Kick ball out of bounds. Scott County will maintain possession. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And, Mark, I think you're right. I don't think they realize it's the second foul on Cooper Watts.
Inbounds pass to Covington.
Covington misses the first shot, gets the rebound, loses it on the way up, still maintaining it. Did a great job not standing up, or it would have been a walk. Cam Fluker in and out on the three-pointer. Clem Dameron battling for it. But Billy Kirby coming down for it with Pendleton County. Billy Kirby double teamed. Turns around over top of Marino. Air ball. Cam Fluker with a good box out. And they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Cam Fluker. Into the ball game for Pendleton County, making his first appearance. Mason Deeney, a 5'8" junior, averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds a ball game for the Wildcats. Good steal by Bryce Long. Gets it over to Cam Fluker, or tries to. Fluker runs it down. And we're going the Scott County direction.
Little matchup zone here by Pendleton County. You got the big 6'4" Allen out front, which causes a little bit of trouble throwing over top.
Thought Long should have took that shot.
Great look, otherwise. You're exactly right. Does a great look at the top. I don't know that you get a better shot.
Fluker to Covington. Covington shot blocked from behind by Tanner Doherty. Pendleton County with the basketball. Dante Allen, top of the key. On the bounce, Marino checks him. He comes back out to Doherty. Top of the key, 3, no good. Michael Marino, rebound Scott County. Long, quick out pass to Bryce Long. He goes around, scoop shot, and good. Doherty quickly out top to Allen. Allen with the three-pointer. No good. Rebound credited to Clem Dameron. The foul's going to be on number 25, Grant Walsh, his second, team second. So 11-8, Scott County with the lead into the ball game for Pendleton County, number 45, Adam Antrobus, the 6'4" sophomore.
Now they've gone into the 1-3-1, a little more defined here.
Cooper Watts back into the ball game for Caleb Covington. Cooper Robb running the point as he's back in for Cam Fluker.
Cooper Watts
with the miss. Cooper Watts.
Interesting they put him back in the game this quick with 2 fouls, Mike.
8 points for Cooper Watts. He's come to play tonight.
Now Clem Dameron's going to take his turn on Allen.
Doherty to Allen. Allen trying to split the defenders. Good job by Scott County.
He is the stick that stirs the offense for Pendleton County.
You don't even have to know. When you see that 31 points he put up, there's a steal by Watts. Watts goes long and hard. He gets a shot blocked, but there's Bryce Long with the follow-up. Give him forward. Keaton Belcher says, I need a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 2:48 to go here in the first quarter. Scott County 15. Pendleton County 8 on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
The Hockensmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at HockensmithAgency.com. The Hockensmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County out to the 7-point lead mark. I'll tell you what, Cooper Watts and Bryce Long come to play tonight, haven't they?
They've done well. They've done well. Key thing right now, Clem just needs to stay in front. He's got still a tough matchup.
Yeah, Dante Allen at 6'4", only a freshman, Mark. Tough take in the paint, gets the rebound, back up, misses again. Cooper Robb with another rebound. Cooper Robb is a rebounding machine.
45.
Adam Antrobus, number 45. His first team third.
Pound for pound, Cooper Robb might be the best rebounder in the state, Mike. When you look at what he did last year as a freshman and then what he started this year off.
Top of the key three, Cooper Robb, no good. Rebound for Wade Browning. Antrobus. Shot blocked by Marino, and he saves it inbounds. Falling out, he has to throw it up. Mason Deeney gets it on the drive over top of Marino. Good. Mason Deeney. Coach Hicks wants a timeout as well. 2 minutes to go, a 30-second timeout. Scott County 15. Pendleton County 10. We'll be back on the Scott County Sports Network right after this.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Coach Hicks not happy there. What was the purpose of that timeout?
Well, Mike, number one, he got the blocked shot, and Michael Marino's got the ability to take the ball on the fast break himself. So number one, he's saying, why are you throwing it? Nobody's there. Number two, he's saying, why is everybody else running off and leaving him? That was a coaching timeout. He wanted to say, you can't, in that example, guards, you can't go off and leave him. And Mike, you got the ability to take it. Take it.
On the floater, Cooper Robb, no good.
Oh, nice find.
Clem Dameron, left side three, good. 2 for 4 in the season, Mark.
Cooper Robb drew everybody to the right side of the floor.
Block shot by Dameron. Dante Allen with the take. Dameron blocks it from the side.
Nice pass, nice. He set that up nice. Whipped it off like he was going in the corner to Bryce Long. Hit Marino on the post. He saw Marino going to the post 3 dribbles before he made the pass. Faked everybody to the corner like he was going that way and hit him on the block. Just a beautiful play.
Inside, number 15, Wade Browning with the turnaround. Good looking shot there. Score 20-12, under a minute to go here, first quarter. Long pass to Dameron. Dameron fakes the 3 this time, stops and loses it on the way up. Cooper Robb, Mr. Everywhere, with the floater. Got hit, it looked like. They shot from 8 feet and the ball only went 6 feet. Mason Deeney has the 3-pointer, steps inside the line, lets it go from the left side, no good. Cooper Robb battling, with Antrobus. Michael Marino says, Cooper, let me get that one for you. 20-12, Scott County will hold it for one attempt here. Scott County back in action tomorrow as Allen knocks the ball out of bounds. We'll be over Paris, Kentucky, your old stomping ground, Mark, for the Kentucky Bank Classic.
Should be an interesting matchup with
7
Montgomery County.
Against Montgomery County. Bryce Long, 14-footer, no good. Dante Allen with the rebound and the fling. Just a little bit short, and 1 quarter in the books. Scott County wins the first one. It's 20-12 over the Pendleton County Wildcats here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment. Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County coming out strong tonight. Cooper Watts with 8 points. Cooper Robb not scored, but has been in a lot of plays, hasn't he, defensively and from the assist perspective for Scott County.
Yeah, he struggled the other night. He hadn't scored yet, but the thing that you love about that is it doesn't affect the other parts of his game, Mike. He's doing great with the leadership. He's doing great on the defensive end of the floor and rebounding, assists. So that's what you like to see when it's not all about whether or not you score points. And, you know, everybody likes to do that, but sometimes the ball just doesn't fall your way.
Michael Marino, left side, no good. Cooper Watts picks up his third foul. Cooper Watts leading all columns tonight. 8 points, 3 fouls. Quickly into the ball game. Glenn Covington making his first appearance, Mark.
Yeah.
A little bit of energy right here.
Well, a little bit of quickness. They're going quickness for size right here against Allen.
Allen with the floater. Dante Allen's airballed about 4 shots now. Cam Fluker with the heave. Dante Allen with the rebound. Cam Fluker is going to pick up the foul.
I thought he walked.
His first team 5. 7:28 to go. 20-12 is your score. Dante Allen. Looks like everything runs from and through him, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
There's the double team left side to Browning. Browning with the floater of his own, no good. Antrobus over top of Bryce Long, and the foul is going to be on number 33, Griffin Appleman, just into the ball game. His first, team 4. .706 to go, 20-12. Michael Marino at the elbow. Out to Bryce Long. He goes baseline double team, gets it to Clem Dameron. Shot no good. Ball out of bounds off of Wade Browning.
That kind of got to finish those, Mike.
Back at the ball game for Pendleton County, number 12, Billy Kirby. Cam Fluker trying to get it to Glenn Covington. There's some hustle right there. Covington got in and contested that shot. Wade Browning with the putback. Instead, they're going to say steps called. Covington. 14-footer from the baseline. It's good. Good save by Browning. Dante Allen into trouble.
Nice hustle by
Marino gets it, turns, gets it to Fluker. Fluker stop and pop from 14. No good. Glenn Covington making his presence known with the rebound, then the turnover.
Yeah, bad pass right there, but you love the hustle, Mike. You love the hustle.
Picks it up. Cam Fluker at 5'7". Interferes with it. Dante Allen gets it back. Three-pointer, Mason Deeney. Right side, no good. Allen picks it up. Falls down on the way up, and foul's going to be on Scott County. Cam Fluker picks up his second. Team 6. So Dante Allen at the free throw line, 72% free throw shooter mark. 31 points the other night, 13 of those came from the free throw line as he's finally in the scoring column. Cooper Robb into Cam Fluker. And Cam's just a little bit, about a half second faster than he needs to be here in the last couple of minutes. Misses the shot. Rebound, Michael Marino. Covington left side. Clem Dameron from the baseline three. No good. Bryce Long battling Mr. Doherty. And we're going to give the basketball to Scott County. In the ball game for Pendleton County, number 25, Grant Walsh. Out of the ball game, number 3, Mason Deeney. Dameron with the baseline.
Marino.
Free throw line jumper. Michael Marino with the tip. Give him 4. Doherty up and under. Baseline jumper no good. Clem Dameron with the rebound. Cooper Robb off to the races for Scott County.
Nice look.
Marino
sometimes
short-armed it.
Yeah, sometimes that's the hardest shot to hit, that little 3-footer from the baseline.
Yep, Dante Allen with the rebound. He's double-teamed by Covington. And Bryce Long. He gets Doherty left side 3. Good.
Wow.
Tanner Doherty, give him 7. 24-16. Bryce Long tries to go from three-point range. No good.
Cam Dameron got away with one right there.
Yep, long tap out from Dameron. Cooper Robb runs it down. Covington, the lefty, baseline jumper, good.
One thing about being young, Mike, you have no fear.
Better, right?
You don't have no fear.
Out to the top, Dante Allen with the 3. No good. Michael Marino. Rebound quickly out to Cooper Robb coming down the left side. Cooper Robb, 18-footer, probably not the best shot in the world at that time.
Well, too quick.
Doherty. Rebound left side, he goes to Billy Kirby. Kirby fakes it, gets back to Doherty. Doherty trying to answer again. This time he shoots the air ball. Cooper Robb, rebound for Scott County. 27-16, Cooper Robb forces contact and one.
And maybe that's what maybe that'll get Cooper off the schneid.
Foul's going to be on number 15. Blake Browning his first, team 5th. Caleb Covington, Josh Davis, and Dakota Allen. Josh Davis, Dakota Allen getting their first substantial minutes at the varsity level.
Well, this game's been up and down. You can see why Pendleton County scored 90 points the other night. If Covington Scott ability to score 92, they like to go up and down the floor.
Robb misses the free throw. First miss of the season. There's Covington right in the middle of it again.
Well, they tried to behind the back, and the young players, for some reason, don't realize that to beat a trap, you can't dribble behind the back, and that's what Allen tried to do.
Turnover, Scott County. Good defense there by Grant Walsh. Got in the middle of that Cooper Robb pass. Under 4 to go. 29-16 is your score. Grant Walsh with the heave. No good. Somehow he comes out of it. Drops it off to Kirby. Kirby, left-handed layup. Good. We're going to get a 30-second timeout to Pendleton County. 3:46 to go here. 29-18 is your score. Scott County with the lead and the basketball. We return here on the Scott County Sports Network.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs, and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Scott County 29, Pendleton County 18. And Mark, Keaton Belcher called timeout after the make by his team. What was the purpose of that one?
Well, I think what he's trying to do is set the defense a little bit, but he's not as deep as Scott County, so he's trying to get a little bit of breather in here with a 30-second timeout just to let his guys breathe a little bit. Billy's running Coach Hicks running a lot of players in and out. Keaton's got about 7.
Glenn Covington with the miss from the left side. Grant County back down quickly. Tanner Doherty, right side 3. He's not afraid to shoot it, and fortunately for him, the ball's not afraid to go in the hoop. Covington with the 8-footer, no good. Rebound to Josh Davis. His left-handed jumper is no good. The softest hands in Scott County is Josh Davis. Dante Allen rebound, baseline, bank shot no good. With the tip in the follow is Dante Allen.
Dakota Allen was set up for take the charge, but kind of stepped out of the way at the last minute.
Cooper Robb, no good. Might have been an alley-oop to Allen.
You really didn't play much basketball in your young career.
Josh Davis misses the 3, and Scott County's kind of got a little bit content with shooting 3-pointers. Coach Hicks will probably get that straightened out real quick.
Double dribble. That's a double dribble.
We're going to get a double dribble on Cooper Robb. Coach Hicks not pleased. Into the ball game for Scott County. Number 1, Cam Fluker. Number 2, Bryce Long. And number 24, Michael Marino.
I think Rob's pressing just a little bit. You know, it's not going down to him on the offensive end, so I think he's pressing just a little bit.
So Scott County goes Glenn Covington, Cam Fluker, Cooper Robb, Bryce Long, and Michael Marino. Cooper Watts on the bench with 3 fouls. Probably not going to see him for the rest of the half. Walsh, 3-pointer right side. And tell you what, Grant Walsh, shot looked good on that one as Pendleton County not afraid to put the ball up in the air behind the arc. 29-26, they've erased that deficit real quickly.
Nice pass.
Michael Marino. Second time Cooper Robb has fed Mr. Marino. Turnaround jumper, Kirby, air ball. Cooper Robb flips it over to Covington. The lefty tries to use the quickness, takes a tough shot, gets bailed out by Dustin Music on the foul call by Grant Walsh. Grant Walsh picks up his 3rd, team 6th.
I say it's on Dardering.
Okay, give it to Mr. Doherty. Glenn Covington's first free throws of the season. First one is good. Dante.
You didn't think he's going to be out very long, did you?
No. Dante Allen back into the ball game quickly for Mr. Kirby. Glenn Covington.
Looked good on those 2, didn't he?
Give him 7 off the bench. If he can put it in the bucket along with his energy, he'll play quite a bit this season, won't he, Mark?
Well, yeah, but his combination of strength and quickness, man, you just don't see that all the time.
With the miss is Wade Browning. Scott County Bryce Long with the basketball. Stops. Floater in the paint. No good. A little bit strong. And Dante Allen with the rebound. Allen forcing a little bit. Doherty battling with Fluker. Coming out over to Bryce Long. Scott County, a sophomore and 4 freshmen on the court right now. Bryce Long left-handed layup good. Give him 6.
Man, this is reminiscent of 98-99.
Yep. There's a turnover. Michael Marino going up. 2-handed dunk. Marino give him 8. Scott County spreading the love. 4 players with over 5 points. Under 37 seconds to go. Cam Fluger with another steal. He has Marino. He's going to try to feed him. Instead he goes to Covington, right side.
Nice job.
Covington give him 9. 39-26. Scott County's went on the run here. Going to get a foul on Cam Fluker. That'll be his third. 1-1 coming up for Pendleton County.
Nice to have the B team in the house tonight.
Yes, sir. Making a little bit of noise.
Letting their love of the Mr. Music be known there.
Caleb Covington, Clem Dameron into the ball game for Scott County's Cam Fluker and Glenn Covington. Deaney hits the first one, give him 3 points. Billy Kirby back into the ball game for Pendleton County. Second one is good as well. 39-28, Scott County, double-digit lead.
Pendleton County going to come out 3 quarters, Mike, in that 1-2-2 press, it looks like. They're just trying to make Scott County use clock.
Covington turn and go. Got numbers. Dameron to long right side.
Nice job by
the
Scott
top,
County.
10 seconds, and Scott County will reset.
Oh,
look
nice
pass to Covington. Covington, wide open layup. First two of the night for Covington. Long heave from Doherty off the backboard, no good. And we'll go to halftime. Your score, Scott County 41. Pendleton County 28 here on the Scott County Sports Network. We return. We'll go over the first half stats and much more here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Hi, I'm David Goldman with Georgetown Family Chiropractic. Are backaches and headaches a problem for you? They shouldn't be. Drugs and surgery may mask the pain, but seldom treat the underlying cause. Spinal decompression works to ease pressure between discs without injections and without surgery. Don't learn to live with the pain, and don't let it limit your lifestyle. Call us today for a free evaluation. 866-807-8611.
Hi, Dick Stockton here. I've been announcing sports for over 40 years, and I know a winning team when I see one. Greens Toyota of Lexington has what it takes to win, which is why Greens is Kentucky's #1 Toyota dealer 2 years running. Family owned for over 40 years, Greens strives to give excellent customer service and best value for the dollar. No matter what department, parts, service, or sales, Greens continues to move forward doing business the right way every day. Be a part of Greens' winning team. Greens Toyota. Great people, great cars. Think green.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network at the half. Scott County 41, Pendleton County 28. Mark, Scott County up 8, 20-12 after the end of the first quarter, but Pendleton County made a run, got to within 2. And then I think, Mark, you got to say, this Scott County, Cooper Robb, a lot of assists, but Glenn Covington surprisingly off the bench early, and he's made a big difference, scoring 9 points for Scott County, lead them in scoring.
Yeah, he really has. And like I said, the one spout there when Pendleton County made the run, Scott County tried to exchange threes, didn't really get the ball inside, and what happened there, if you miss those, it creates opportunities for Pendleton County, which they, took advantage of. When you make it, you look like a hero. But like I said, they basically lost that 8 to 12 point lead there. When Pendleton County made their threes and Scott County missed it, they ended up getting the ball back inside to Marino. That kind of broke that streak, and they've done a little bit better job there ending the half on a run of their own. Scott County, I love how they're pushing the basketball. They just need to finish, Mike. They've missed some, when I go back to the tape, they've had a lot of inside opportunities that they've missed some easy baskets.
All righty, Scott County unofficial scoring total, still having a problem with the stats, but Scott County, Cam Fluker had 3, Bryce Long with 6, Cooper Robb had 2, Caleb Covington with 2, Glenn Covington, the spark plug, with 9 points, Michael Marino with 8, Clem Dameron had 3, Cooper Watts with 8 points. That totals up for 48 for Scott County. Over on the Pendleton County side of things, Mason Deeney come off the bench with 4 fouls. Dante Allen had 31 the other night, only has 3 up to this point. Billy Kirby has 6. Wade Browning with 2. Tanner Doherty leading Pendleton County in scoring with 10 points with 3 3-pointers, and Grant Walsh adds a 3-pointer of his own. That totals up to 28. That gets us to a halftime score. Scott County 41, Pendleton County 28. We'll take a timeout. Hopefully we can get the stats up here. When we return, we can go over the team and rebounding totals. You're watching Scott County High School Athletics on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot.
All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot.
Yes, sir. Here's the winning Whitaker bank shot.
Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, Toby Murray. We're at Scott County High School, where Scott County leads at the half, 41-28 over to Pendleton County. And Mark, we got the first half stats. What jumps out at you from the team perspective?
Well, Mike, when you look at it, you know, we always talk about for Scott County to play well, they've got to control the boards or rebound well. They did that. They had 31 rebounds, 20 of those defense, 11 of them offensive rebounds, compared to just 19 for the Wildcats of Pendleton County. The other category you look at, we talked about them having the need to protect the basketball. They only had 4 turnovers in the first half. Pendleton County had 6. So in both those, at least for the first half, Scott County has won. When you look at field goal percentage, Pendleton County 10 of 35 for 29% from the field, 4 of 13 for 31% from threes, 4 of 6 for 67% from the free throw line. You know, Mike, when they talk about when you hit threes versus when you miss them sometimes, that 4 for 13, they sure hit some big threes to get them back in the ball game. So they all came about in that 3 to 4 minute stretch where they outscored Scott County. Conversely, Scott County 18 of 40 for 45% from the field, 3 of 7 from threes for 43%, and 2 for 3 from the line for 67%. That kind of wraps up the team's totals for the first half here, with Scott County leading 41-28 at the half.
All righty, Mark. So now we look at that. We went over the points totals. Looking at the individual rebound totals first for Pendleton County. Mason Deeney had 1 rebound. Dante Allen had 7 big boards for Pendleton County. Wade Browning with 3. Tanner Doherty had 4. Grant Walsh with 2. And Billy Kirby had 1. On the Scott County side of the ledger, Michael Marino had 5. Cooper Watts with 1. Bryce Long and Cooper Robb, the 2 guards for Scott County, both of them had 6. Clem Dameron off the bench had 4. Caleb Covington had 2 rebounds for Scott County. Looking at the junk stats, Scott County had 9 assists, only 1 for Pendleton County. Pendleton County had 6 turnovers to 4 turnovers for Scott County. 3 blocks for the Cardinals, 2 blocks credited to Pendleton County, and Scott County with 5 steals, only 1 for Pendleton County. What we'll do is we'll take our final timeout. We'll come back. We'll get the Marks keys to the second half here on the Scott County Sports Network. Back after this.
Time for oral surgery. You need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. We're here at halftime, 41-28. Your Scott County Cardinals up over the visiting Pendleton County Wildcats. Been an entertaining first half game, up and down the floor. A lot of action, and as we enter into the second half, when you look at what Scott County needs to try to do, they need to contain the three-point shooters a little bit better. They rotate, and they're doing a lot of trapping, trying to force Pendleton County to speed up the game. What they've been able to do for the Wildcats' perspective is they've been able to split that trap, and when they do that, that creates some opportunities for some free looks, and Pendleton County's cashed in on that. Offensively, Scott County's got to continue to attack the basket. When they go inside out, Mike, they look very, very good. When they sputtered, it's when they came down and took the first three that kind of opened up for them. They got to realize that if they move that basketball, go in and kick it back out, they shoot a higher percentage. So I look for Scott County to come out and be a little bit more focused about getting the ball inside, then look for it to be fanned back out offensively. Defensively, see if they do a little bit less trapping to try to stay in front of these three-point shooters.
All righty, 41-28 is your score. Pendleton County with the basketball. Dante Allen, Brett Walsh, Billy Kirby, Tanner Doherty, and Wade Browning, the starters for Pendleton County. Scott County with a foul called on the first possession, and that's going to be a foul against number 10 for Scott County, Cooper Robb, his first, team's first of the half.
It's the fifth different defender that they've run at Allen tonight, so they're going to put a bunch of different bodies on him.
Cooper Watts with the deflection and the steal. Michael Marino with the loose ball. Fluker right side. Bryce Long fakes the three. On the drive, loses it on the way up. Dante Allen with the turnover, or the steal. He's trying to give it back. Instead, he gets it to Doherty. Doherty's hot from that side in the first half. Missed that one. Allen with the tip. And now Billy Kirby wins that one for Cooper Robb. You don't see that often. Scott County back with the original starters as Browning lets the three-pointer go. It's no good. Fluker, loose ball. They're going to give it to Pendleton County. Good call right there by Dustin Music, Mark.
Yeah, it really was. That was out on Cam. Good hustle on his part to knock it loose, but in order to do that, he had to lose his footing, go to the floor. So
Scott County goes Cam Fluker, Bryce Long, Michael Marino, Cooper Robb, Cooper Watts. Allen loses on the way up, and I tell you what, Cooper Watts might have got hit in the wrong spot, but it's better than that foul he should have got called on as Dante Allen finishes. Bryce Long quickly, no good. Walsh with the rebound, out to Allen. Over to Kirby, and you're going to get a timeout here from Coach Hicks. Billy Kirby, give him 8.
A little bit of Scott County's own medicine running the floor right there.
So 6:37 to go, 41-32. They've cut it to single digits. Have the Pendleton County Wildcats. We'll come back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
United Bank, together with you. We offer all the services you're looking for in a financial institution: convenience, great accounts, internet banking, and attentive customer service. With today's hectic pace, it's good to know United Bank meets your needs with locations right where you need them. With 13 offices in Scott, Jessamine, Fayette, and Woodford counties, 24/7 access to cash at our branch ATMs, and the Bluegrass Cash locations in Lexington, United Bank is together with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Coming back out.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Coach Hicks not happy right there, Mark. It was obvious why he called that timeout.
Yeah, basically got beat at our own game, didn't run the floor. Took a quick three, no rebounders in position, wasn't down the run, not running the floor. And, you know, that's one thing about a young team, Mike, you're going to learn. And like I said, they'll just get better. Pendleton County sticking in there 1-3-1.
There's another turnover. Dante Allen tried to set up a block. Charge call right there. Cam Fluker ran right over top of him. No call. No look pass. Cooper Robb, don't need that. Good intentions as he tried to get the cutter Bryce Long, but
basketball is on the top row and not a student sees it yet. There comes a young lady who's going to help dust the music out.
Yep. So Pendleton County, another turnover against Scott County. And the Wildcats have the basketball in the hands of Dante Allen. He pretty much touches it 80% of the time for Pendleton County. And that was a tough take. No foul called. Walsh runs it down, gets it over to Kirby. Kirby lets Fluker go by and lays it in. Billy Kirby, 4 points in the half, keeping him 10 for the ball game.
And that's a situation where Scott County's got to learn to grab the basketball. They're fanning at it.
Fluker had a three-pointer in the first half. Give him a three-pointer now in the second half. Caleb Covington, is that number 7 on Dante Allen for the night?
No, he's already been there once, so he's in his second round.
There's a deflection. Ball out of bounds off of Cam Fluker. Clem Dameron and Mr. Energy, Glenn Covington, in the ball game. They're going to keep Covington on Dante Allen.
Got switched off on the switch.
You're not going to go around Glenn Covington unless you use that chicken wing.
Yeah, he kind of hooked him right there.
Got away with it. Glenn Covington picks up the foul, his first, team second. So Pendleton County have the basketball right in front of their own bench. Down 8, 44-34. Good-looking ball club, Pendleton County, Mark.
I'm going to tell you what, that 10th region is going to be pretty wide open, I think. Paris looks like they've got a good club. I understand they got their big man back. He didn't play against Scott County the other night.
Covington lets
nice fake.
Allen go up and score. Caleb Covington, give him 4. Covington runs the ball down. Ball out of bounds off of Glenn Covington.
I'm not quite for sure.
They look like football right there. Loose ball goes up. Glenn Covington's going to come down with it.
I understand, but the other guy can't undercut him. I'm not quite sure how that could foul. Typically you don't call a foul if the same team retains possession. I thought Covington got fouled on that.
4:50, 46-34. Good take by Wade Browning. Give him 4. Fun team to watch this year. They play with a lot of energy. Most of it's good, a little bit of it's bad, but we said that going in. They're going to learn, they're young, and the experience hadn't played very much, the older guys. And there's a silly foul. It's going to be on Cooper Robb.
Nope, actually, I think he held up a 12. Caleb Covington.
Caleb Covington gets the foul. His first, team third. Mason Deeney into the ball game for Pendleton County. Grant Walsh, left side 3, no good. Clem Dameron just flat took that away from Mr. Kirby.
Yeah, Mr. Kirby thought he had a layup.
Cooper Robb, 3-pointer, top of the key, good. Cooper Robb. Give him 5. Caleb Covington's going to pick up his second. It's hard to be that animated when the guy's going by you and expect them to call a hooking foul. 4 minutes to go exactly here in the third quarter. Scott County 49, Pendleton County 36. Just a little late. Browning Walsh loses it off his foot. Kirk Hudson with the call. Scott County basketball. Doherty back in for the Wildcats. As Grant Walsh will take a breather. Tanner Doherty, 50% three-point shooter going in, and you can see why tonight. Marino, triple team, gets fouled on the way up. Ball rolls out of the rim, and he'll get 2. Fouls on Mason Deeney. It'll be his first team first. Michael Marino to the free throw line. Only his second free throw of the year, Mark. It's hard to believe that, isn't it?
Right, as much contact as and attention he draws on that low post. Nails the second one. 9
points for Mr. Marino. Scott County at the halfway to the century mark with 50. 50-36, 3:33 to go here in the third quarter. Wade Browning double teamed by Covington and Robb. He splits the defenders, gets a shot up off the side of the backboard. And Cooper Robb comes down with it with another rebound. Covington, 18-foot baseline jumper, a little bit long. Michael Marino with a strong rebound, loses on the way up. Covington flips it up and scores. Covington, first Cardinal in double digits with 11. Dante Allen in the paint with the floater, good. Dante Allen, give him 7.
Just got to stay in front of him. That's easier said than done, trust me.
Rob's pass for Covington, out of bounds. Off of Tanner Doherty. Adam Antrobus back in for Pendleton County. In for Scott County is Cooper Watts and Cam Fluker. So Clem Dameron inbounding the basketball for Scott County. It was deflected by Doherty, and it's going to be off of Fluker's foot. Pendleton County basketball, another turnover for Scott County.
Might set a record here tonight, Mike.
I don't know if we're getting all of them, but there'll be a good chance at it. 2:48 to go here. Scott County 52. Pendleton County 38. Pendleton County making just enough runs to stay in this basketball game. Good pass from Deeney to the driving Dante Allen. Give him 9.
He just backed Cam Fluker down. That's a mismatch that Cam can't win.
Covington runs down the loose ball. Back to Fluker, top of the key, and they'll reset. Covington, 18-footer, no good. Deeney with the rebound. Long three from Dante Allen, no good. Cooper Watts flips it to Clem Dameron. Dameron on the bounce for Scott County. He's going all the way around Deeney. He's going to get fouled. The block call on Mr. Deeney. Thought they might have got that on Dante Allen. He was coming in hacking from behind. But to give it to Mason Deeney, his second, team second.
Clem made his mind up awful early on that one.
Clem Dameron misses the first. Bryce Long into the ball game for Glenn Covington. Dameron a little short on the second one. Gets his own rebound.
Great
drops
hustle.
it into Michael Marino. Marino up over top of Kirby, no good. Our Antrobus, no good. And that's going to be Michael Marino and Adam Antrobus. Jump ball, possession arrow, Scott County. Good play by both players right there. Good set play to Michael Marino. Give him 11 to tie Covington for the high point honors of the ball game for both teams. Both players at 11 points. Billy Kirby with 10 to lead Pendleton County. Deeney, I don't know if that was a shot or what, but it goes in. 6 points, Mason Deeney. 1:19 to go, and 54-42. Scott County up 12.
In this 1-3-1, if they can get the ball to the low post, that's a 3.
Clem Dameron give him his second three-pointer of the game, 6 points.
Deeney, Mike, at 5'8", trying to play that baseline of that 1-3-1. He's either going to be matched up with Marino or Cooper Watts, and see if Scott County can take advantage of that.
Nobody getting in front of Dante Allen. Cooper Watts with the rebound. Looks like Mason Deeney's got a little cramp in the right calf. Michael Marino, free throw line, jumper good.
Got a soft touch, Mike.
13 points. Grant Walsh in for Deeney. They're going to check out the leg, see how he's doing. 33 seconds to go. Scott County hold it for one here, Mark, up 17. Our first good shot. Might be too young to hold it for one. What do you think?
The 33 seconds, that's what I was thinking too. Let's go 2 for 1. Try to score quick and get the ball back. I'd say the way they're tom-tomming it out there, Mike, they're going to try to do one. Ooh, it's a floating
in
pass.
there a long time.
Yeah, it was.
Down to 15 seconds. There's a deflection. Clem Dameron runs it down. They got 6 seconds. Need to let it go. Dameron's going to fire baseline jumper. No
Cooper
good. They're going to say foul. Cooper Watts on the box out. Looks like the foul's going to be on Tanner Doherty.
Yeah, they've been doing a little bit of knocking underneath right there. They got a little battle going.
That's his second, team third.
Cooper kind of helped him to the bench down there when the ball went out of bounds. So
2.6 seconds to go. Fluker out top to Long. Long. Shot might have got deflected by Allen.
Quarter.
The clock must not have started. So they're going to call it a quarter. And that puts 3 quarters in the book. Scott County 59. Pendleton County 42. Hadn't seen that in a while. I might not have never seen that one, but they call the quarter with 1.2 seconds to go. Must have been a clock malfunction. So Scott County has the lead, up 17. 59-42. We'll be back after this on the Scott County Sports Network.
Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no-obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment. Georgetown Community Hospital is a 75-bed acute care facility with an award-winning history providing excellence in health care. Georgetown has been named one of the best places to work in Kentucky for 5 of the last 6 years. The hospital continues to add new medical services and to grow the number of specialists and primary care physicians. It also features an award-winning ICU, medical surgery unit, and 24-hour emergency services. Georgetown Hospital, located on Lexington Road in Georgetown, Kentucky. Here for your needs 24 hours a day.
Welcome back. 3 quarters in the books here at Scott County High School. The Cardinals hosting the Wildcats right now. Scott County maintains a 59-42 lead. And Mark, you got a chance to look at the third quarter stats. Anything jump out at you?
Well, the biggest thing, Mike, at the half, it was 8-3 in favor of Scott County. Points off turnovers. It's now 9-9. Gives you any indication the early turnovers there in the third period. Pendleton County took advantage of that.
So Wade Browning to Dante Allen, the jumper in the lane over top of Marino. He misses it. Dameron blocks it from behind on the putback, and the foul's going to be called on Clem Dameron. That's going to be his first, team 5th. Scott County 5 fouls in the half. Pendleton County only with 3, and Dante Allen at the free throw line 4. Pendleton County makes the first, give him 10 as he goes into double digits. He ties Billy Kirby for the high point honors for the Wildcats. Misses the second, and Marino, one-hand strong rebound for Scott County. Scott County has Fluker, Dameron, Marino, Watts, and Long. Dameron likes that spot from the three-point line. Marino with the miss. Cooper Watts with the putback. Loose ball picked up by Kirby. Down to Dante Allen. Nobody wants to take the charge there. Michael Marino with the long rebound on the Dante Allen miss. Pendleton County has Walsh, Kirby, Doherty, Browning, and Allen. Scott County, long three, no good. Watts with the rebound. Dameron on the floater. Bryce Long with the follow-up, good. 8 points for Bryce Long, first points of the second half. 6:46 to go here, Scott County. Just like that, Mark. 18 points. A stop and a score away from a 20-point lead. Doherty, good pass inside
right
to
there.
Kirby.
That's not good for Scott County.
12 points for
somebody
Billy Kirby.
got caught watching the ball. Nice pass. And that's what happens on that 2-1-3-1, Mike. If you don't drop, that diagonal pass is there all night.
63-45. Allen forces contact. Foul's going to be on Clem Dameron. His second, team 6. So Pendleton County in the bonus on the next Scott County foul. Cooper Robb in for Clem Dameron. The lone senior on the squad for Scott County is Clem Dameron. 6 points in the ball game tonight, 2 3-pointers. Dante Allen fakes the pass, step back three, good. 13 points. And Keaton Belcher wants a full timeout, so 6:07 to go. 63-48, the Wildcats will not go away. We'll take a timeout, we'll come back. You're watching Scott County basketball on the Scott County Sports Network.
Whitaker bank shot. I'll give you a Whitaker bank shot. All right. Here's a real Whitaker bank shot. Yes, sir. Here's the winning Whitaker bank shot. Nice shot.
Whitaker bank shot. Now, there's a Whitaker bank shot.
Come on, Coach Honey.
I still got it.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
J&L Pharmacy and Home Medical Equipment, located on South Broadway in Georgetown, Kentucky, is locally owned and operated by Scott County native Philip Johnson. J&L Pharmacy can meet all your prescription and compounding needs, and they will match all local pharmacy prescription cash prices, guaranteed. They have a convenient drive-through window, offer free local delivery, and are open 6 days a week. J&L can also provide you with all your home medical needs, including home oxygen with 24-hour emergency service. Stop by the store or give them a call at 502-863-9823 for all your pharmacy needs.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Coach Keaton Belcher trying to call a timeout there, Mark. I think the purpose of that was to let his players rest a little bit. They got it back down to 15. 6:07 to go. They're going to have to make a run right here. And Scott County, just enough turnover prone tonight to make Pendleton County think they got a chance. What do you think?
No, I think that's a good analogy. The interesting thing is if you're Pendleton County, you've either got to start trapping out of this 1-3-1 or go to man-to-man. I don't think you can sit in this 1-3-1 and continue to think you're going to make up a 15-point deficit.
Long with the miss. Kirby with the rebound. Allen with the
That's
drive.
Good defense right there. Nice pass by Marino. Team's very unselfish, Mike.
Yep.
High intellect for this Scott County basketball. They're young, but they've played a lot of basketball. They understand the game.
Dante Allen double teamed by Marino and Cooper Robb, so there'll be a timeout. 30-second. We'll stay right here. Because, Mark, I was going to ask you, touching on that, the college game has really gone to the one and done. The freshmen coming in and playing. And a lot of their success is because of the AAC circuit. And really, Scott County coming in playing 3 or 4, even 5 freshmen. But those 4 or 5 freshmen have played a lot of basketball. Not quite to the level of a freshman of college, but they're not the freshmen that you would have seen 10 or 15 years ago because they have played so much. What's your thoughts?
No, you're right. They play 45 to 60 games in the summer, depending on how many travel teams they're on. So they've got a lot of basketball experience from playing. And what that does is at least it lets you understand how to play the game. The physicality is going to be the biggest adjustment, and I think you'll see that when we get into district play. It always happens, and especially come tournament time, how well they will adjust to the physicality. But like I said, right now, as far as understanding the game, you're right, Mike. They're not the same freshmen that played 5-10 years ago.
All right, 5:27 to go. Scott County up 17. All right. And there's a turnover. Coach Belcher didn't want that, especially after the timeout. Cam Fluker tried to split the defenders there, threw it away. Dante Allen, no look to Kirby, lets Marino go by, lays it in. Billy Kirby, a very proficient basketball player for Pendleton County as he leads them with 14 points. Had 11 the other day for the 6'3 junior, to go along with 5 rebounds. Bryce Long, left side 3, no good. Scott County's three-point shooting percentage is not very high up to this point in the ball game. Dante Allen, left side three.
Wow.
Bang.
It's a long way away.
16 points for Allen. Quick outlet to Bryce Long. He splits defenders off the backboard. Nice layup. 12 points, Bryce Long. Trading buckets.
If you're Scott County, you're happy with that. If you're Pendleton County, you can't make up 15 points.
67-53.
Nice touch pass.
Walsh into Kirby. Kirby slips it out to Browning. Browning left side. Set three-pointer. No good. Cooper Robb saves it.
Nice job, Cooper Robb.
Bounce pass to Bryce Long. Bryce Long, reverse layup. Good. And Mark, that was team hustle right there. Yeah. Cooper Robb got it out to Fluker. Fluker got it to Bryce Long. Long reverse layup. Easy bucket. It's like, you shoot it. I don't want to shoot it. Cooper Watts with the block on the Walsh three-pointer.
Oh,
Marino just a tad late.
That's twice he's been close.
Dante Allen makes him pay. Give him back-to-back jacks, 19 points.
When they figure out that rotation, they will be dangerous.
Bryce Long saves it.
Oh, what behind the back pass.
Marino. Wow. Wish we had that on replay. Now, did he lose it, or did you think he knew he was there?
He knew he was there.
I think I agree with you. Doherty. Elbow three, no good. Cooper, Robb, Dante Allen battling for it. Kirby comes up with it. Loose ball on the floor. Guess who comes up with it?
Cooper Robb gets it back.
Pendleton County's a little bit juiced. We're going to say out of bounds. Cooper Robb. Caleb Covington in for Cooper Watts. Both teams a little bit gassed. Mark, you look out there. Marino with his hands on his head. Fluker grabbing the shorts. Cooper Robb just standing there, but you can tell he was tired.
Yeah, it's... Well, and you got to remember, for Scott County, this is the first back-to-back they played last night, so...
Allen, long three. Cooper Robb rebounds Scott County. Bryce Long says, I'm feeling it. I'm going to run until I quit feeling it. Robb says, I'll take an 18-footer, a little bit short. Caleb Covington, Dante Allen. Allen wins that loose ball battle. Bryce Long back tip. Steps on the end line, out of bounds. Pendleton County basketball, 2:39 to go. Fast-paced action here tonight. 71-56 is your score. Mason Deeney back in for Tanner Doherty for Pendleton County. Deeney lobs it out to Dante Allen. Allen splits defenders. Block call. Looked like Bryce Long might have position, but he's going to get the foul called against him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
not happy with that one.
I'm going to agree with the student body and the B team on that one. I thought Bryce Long was there.
Scott County up 60-59 with 5:20 left to go in the ball game down in Madison Southern. Dante Allen give him 20 points to lead all scorers. Thanks to Marsha Ward, the statistician for the girls team, with that update. Allen makes both free throws, give him 21. Good bounce pass to Bryce Long off the backboard. Good. Bryce Long, the recipient of about 4 of those here tonight. Caleb Covington with the assist for Scott County. Allen filling it, 24 points. And it's amazing how he's able to score as proficient as he does, because he's been the focus. Like you say, we've had about 7 guys on him tonight. Elbow jumper for Marino. He answers. Good basketball game. Kind of a wreck game showed up here in the last couple of minutes.
It's been fun to watch, though.
Under 2, 75-61 is the score. Cooper Robb with the steal. Behind the back to get back to the middle of the floor. Fluker, right side. Three-pointer a little bit long. Caleb Covington with the rebound. He goes up, has it blocked out of bounds. Scott County maintained possession. Has Glenn Covington and Clem Dameron back in for Scott County. Tanner Doherty back in for Pendleton County. Brett Walsh gets a breather. Cam Fluker, Caleb Covington, the breather for Scott County. They lob it up to Marino. He grabs it. Back up with it. Easy bucket. 19 points for the 6'6 freshman. Browning has a shot blocked by Marino. Robb runs it down for another rebound. Robb, foul on the way up. Foul's going to be on Wade Browning. And Mark, if you're Dante Allen, you've seen 7 or 8 people less than 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Guess who comes in and has to guard you for the rest of the game?
Glenn Covington.
Cooper Robb, first free throw, no good. – 77-61 is your score. Now make it 78 as Cooper Robb gets his 8th point of the ball game. Allen from 27 feet. Good.
Wow.
27 points from 27 feet. And I don't think that was an exaggeration. Getting ready to go under a minute. Glenn Covington fires up the three. It's no good. Bryce Long battling. Blocked Mason Deeney. Dante Allen. And the foul's going to be on Dameron as he misses the shot. That's going to be Clem Dameron's third. Team 8. Scott County has only forced Pendleton County to foul 3 times, so they're not even close to being in the free throw situation. Dante Allen, 13 of 18 for 72% from the free throw line in his first game. He's woke up here, Mark.
Yeah.
He's got 18 points in this fourth quarter.
You've got to give Scott County a lot of credit. First 3 quarters of the game, they did a pretty good job of forcing him to be the playmaker. You know, if you're Pendleton County and Coach Belcher, you somehow got to figure out how to get him on the receiving end of some of that so he doesn't have to create everything for everybody else.
He's got 20 of the 24 points this quarter. 35 seconds to go. Cooper Robb with the basketball. And cut to the basket. Turnover. Cooper Robb.
And I don't want to say he's been selfish in this quarter. He's not, because he needs to be a little bit selfish on the offensive end for Pendleton County to win. And I think first half, Scott County did a really good job of taking him out of that.
Allen's going to let it go from about the same spot, or the same distance. Marino with the rebound on the miss. 18 seconds to go. Scott County's probably going to hold it for one shot if Pendleton County will let him. Scott County going to go to 3-0 on the season. Pendleton County's going to drop to 0-2. The final score is going to be Scott County 78, Pendleton County 66. And Scott County, tough ball game. Both teams a little bit gassed. But Scott County able to hold on and win this one by 12. Their biggest lead was almost 20 for Pendleton County. And the hot shooting of Dante Allen, who puts up 20 points in that fourth quarter to keep his Wildcats close. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for final stats. Get Coach Hicks up here to talk to us for the first time this season. And much more. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back after this timeout on the Scott County Sports Network.
Well, there's a big name in cars that we all know.
Over 40 years, and Frank Shoup in Georgetown is still a big name in cars.
He's big on service and he's big on deals. He sells all the biggest names on wheels. Frank Shoup's a new tradition. Bring on the competition. Frank Shoup is gonna set the pace.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies, like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street, next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's actions.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
See, Stan.
The Shanghai Express Chinese Restaurant is a locally owned restaurant located in the Indian Acres Shopping Center in Georgetown, Kentucky. Tony would like to invite everyone to come on by and dine in the spacious dining room that can host groups both small and large. Shanghai Express has been voted the best Chinese restaurant in Georgetown, Kentucky multiple years in a row by the Georgetown News Graphic. Stop by the restaurant or give Tony a call at 502-868-6858 to enjoy the best Chinese food in Central Kentucky.
Sports Connection is your team and retail sporting goods and custom athletic apparel supplier. Sports Connection is located next to Kroger in the Washington Square Shopping Center in Georgetown. Sports Connection can outfit your team from hats to shoes and everything in between. Drop by or call Daryl, Scott, or Jessica at 502-570-0280. Sports Connection, a proud sponsor and athletic and sporting goods supplier to Scott County and Georgetown College athletics.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Ritchie, Jack Wilhite, Toby Murray, Kevin Ritchie. Glad to bring you basketball action tonight. Scott County victorious 78-66. Looking at your unofficial scoring totals first for Pendleton County. Mason Deeney off the bench with 6. Dante Allen had 29, 20 of those in the fourth quarter. Billy Kirby had 14. Wade Browning had 4. Tanner Doherty had 10, all of those in the first half. Grant Walsh with 3. Add them all up. That gives you 66 total points for the Wildcats of Pendleton County. On the Scott County side of the ledger, Cam Fluker had 2 3-pointers. Give him 6 points. Bryce Long, great game for the freshman. Give him 16. 10 of those in the second half. Cooper Wild had 8. Caleb Covington off the bench with 4. Glenn Covington, the spark plug, off the bench in the first half with 9. Finished with 11. Michael Marino had 19 total points. Clem Dameron had 2 3-pointers. Give him 6. Cooper Watts had 8. All of those in the first half. That totals up 78. That gets us to a final score. Scott County 78. Pendleton County 66. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. You're watching Scott County basketball. Hopefully Coach Hicks will come up and be able to join us when we return here on the Scott County Sports Network.
The Hawkinsmith Agency is proud to call Scott County home. We're your Main Street insurance that blends tradition and innovation to offer the best quality service to our clients. By offering a wide range of coverage from the impressive list of major insurance companies, we truly meet your insurance coverage needs. Come visit us at 224 East Main in Georgetown or online at hawkinsmithagency.com. The Hawkinsmith Agency, providing coverage for the Motorist Insurance Group for all your insurance needs.
People's Exchange Bank doesn't think you can get where you want to go by cutting corners, playing games, or sacrificing relationships. Roots take time to grow and give strength and stability. Since 1912, our banks and our people have been part of your community. And while our services continue to keep pace with your need for today's high-tech conveniences, we know that loyalty never grows old. You don't just need a bank, you need people. People's Exchange Bank. People serving people since 1912.
Welcome back to the Scott County Sports Network. Mike Rich, Jack Wilhite. We're at Scott County High School. The home team Cardinals victorious tonight. Your final score is 78-66. Scott County, Mark, your thoughts of the ball game?
Well, I think if you're Coach Hicks, you got to be really excited. First time playing back-to-back games this year. You come out and you handle a pretty good Pendleton County team that put up 92 points, and you hold them to under 80, and you basically come out with a victory. But you see your team grow each game, Mike. I think you can ask him right now how happy he is.
All righty, this time we'll bring Coach Hicks in here to talk to us. And, Coach, first time to talk to you this year. What's your thoughts of the ball game tonight first?
Well, it seemed like it was about 5 games. Like last night, the night before that. We play a while, then we get satisfied a while, we throw it away for a while, we stand and look on rebounding for a while, then we play a little while, then and we've got to get past that. I know that, I got on their bus pretty good there at times, but what I'm saying is, we got to get past that. We've got to get past it where we don't take rest out on the court, we don't take lapses out there on the court. Cooper Watts started that ball game.
Phenomenally.
Controlled it. And then Cooper gets satisfied. He said, "Man, look what I done." And then he quit rebounding. He quit running on the floor. And he got another foul. I got one foul. I know it wasn't on him, but he got stuck to it. He doesn't bad look on fouls this year. But I want Cooper to be hungry to where he can go out. If he can have a 20, 30-point night, go out and do it. Don't have 12 and be satisfied with it.
But I got one question for you, Coach. When you wake up in the middle of the night, it's not because you're worried how you're going to win. It's got to be because how excited you are at what this team could be.
Yeah, they're a great group of kids, and the thing about it is, everybody right now is just playing themselves into positions. We don't know yet. We just got to keep stirring the pot and see how who the best players are, and who can do this, who can do that, and who's going to grow. So these games are really important. But I'll tell you what, these games are important. I'll be glad to get back into practice.
Well, and the other thing, Coach, when you look at it, this is first time in a long time you go 8-9 deep, and you don't drop off as much. And the thing that's impressive for us up here watching it is they're unselfish when they come in. I mean,
they're great. They're great kids. They all pull for each other. They're hard workers and that. And I just think sometimes they go out and get satisfied.
But Coach,
and everybody gets after us. I'm sure coaches are telling those guys that hey, that's a bunch of young kids. 4 of those first 5 or 6 are freshmen, and then it gets real physical. And then again, we play good. I thought we played hard enough tonight, Mark, to win by a higher margin. But it's hard to win by a higher margin when they make all them threes.
Yeah. Yep.
11. The game was pretty much not in doubt, and he had free reign, so he shot that thing in out there.
Yeah, he kind of settled in from the 25-foot range and out, and decided he's going to start making some.
Yeah, but he shoots the ball off. We should have been guarding him tight.
Yeah.
So we should have been.
Well, the question I asked you, one of the things I know, he put up 20 of those 29 there in that fourth quarter, but it was really nice to see, and it kind of shows the depth of your team. I think you threw 7 different people at him tonight, and you have to be happy with. Not all of them were as successful as you wanted to be, but being able as a coach to feel comfortable to throw 7 different players at one of their key players, I know that has to tell you your depth is getting potentially can be what it needs to be.
I thought they're running and trapping and getting after them. We wore them down. Now, guys, got to learn that. A couple times we had them just thoroughly exhausted. But we didn't put the hammer down. We got tired too.
Right.
So when you see the other team getting tired, they got to learn. That's when they got to go after. That's when you amp it up and get after it a notch, and then you really put the hammer down on it.
Now, the one question I want to ask, sorry, Mark, one player I want to bring up. First really significant time was Glenn Covington, the freshman. He came in there and had 9 big points for you, and I thought he brought a lot of energy for you in that first half.
Well, we're playing him to death right now. He's playing JV and varsity, but that's getting a lot of experience.
Yep.
And he's Glenn got tired out there tonight, but boy, I tell you what, he's a good player. He's going to be a good one. I mean,
well, I just was going to point out.
He's so quick that he guarded. I thought when he got on number 11 there, I think Allen's his name. When he got on Allen during that first quarter, second quarter, Allen had a tough time with him. I think that. And then we started running at Allen. We started running, and trapping him and everything, doing some things with him on that thing because, that's what you do when teams try to put the ball in one guy's hand, let him do stuff with it. But he's a really good player, and they're a very well-coached team.
Well, the other thing, Coach, that I thought that you can see improvements. You can see it coming. It's not there, but the rotation. Michael Marino almost had 2 steals coming up to the opposite side pass. And I made the comment on the radio, when they figure out that and they get that rotation down, watch out because they're going to be dangerous because then all of a sudden they realize what that trap can do. You're getting close. You're getting close.
Mark, we're trapping so much better now than we did in the last few years. They're getting up, and we really emphasize the fact, don't go in reaching for the ball. Come in high with a body, and I think we're doing a good job of that. I thought we had some really good traps tonight, and they had to use a lot of timeouts for it. And plus, we got some steals out of it, and we come close to getting a whole lot more.
And like I said, but you start mastering that rotation, and then all of a sudden, some people are going to start comparing it to 98, 99 maybe.
We missed a lot of shots tonight, and they hit a lot of threes, and we still won by 14.
Yep.
So, and that's hard to do because we missed a lot of 3-point shots tonight. And matter of fact, what was our 3-point shooting tonight? What was I getting?
I got to get far enough away so I can see it, Coach.
We were 6 for 17. Yeah, they were 9 for 27.
And I thought there in the stretch there, I think your guys, I think this has to be youth coming out, but they seem to settle for that three-point shooting there from that third quarter for quite a bit, and looked like you got them turned around a lot and turned the pressure up a little bit more, but they fell in love with that three-pointer a little bit too much tonight, especially with them not going in.
Yeah, that was, I tell you, these are a really good bunch of kids, and when you've played all these games in a row like this, you have some slippage in a little bit, and what's scary about that, we got Lexington Catholic next Saturday night, and so after our third game in a row, so but what don't kill you and make you stronger.
Yeah, Coach, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, tomorrow we come back, you play Montgomery County over at Paris in the Kentucky Bank Classic at 7. This will be your fourth game this week. Was that something you did intentionally because you had a lot of youth? You want to kind of get them and see what they could do in game action, or is that go back to the scheduling coordinator and talk with him that many games that early?
It really, I didn't try to avoid it because of the fact we need to play.
Right.
But it's just so hard scheduling now. Trying to get games, and Pendleton was already a game. We had a return game. For Paris to play us, we gave, and it's also after you play games, then practice.
Right.
Practice, then play games. You get so much more out of Mike, and you're right. These kids have a high basketball IQ. Mm-hmm. They're very smart kids, and they're very close. And one thing I talk about at halftime is they got to quit missing the shot or making an offensive mistake and getting their head down. Now, I'd like to see them get their head down and make a defensive mistake. That's when, because you shouldn't make defensive mistakes. You don't have the ball in your hand. But if they miss a shot or they make a bad pass and they get their head down a little bit, they got to do like Cooper Robb. When Cooper Robb misses a shot, he goes and gets his rebound.
Right.
Yeah. I think he missed 4 or 5 shots first half and got a rebound on every one of them.
Well, and that's what we commented on that too. Cooper struggled the last 2 nights shooting. But the thing about it is he gets rebounds, he gets steals, he's getting assists. He doesn't stop when it does that. Just exactly what you're saying. I mean, he did a great job.
I told him, I said, he's trying to be like Moses Malone. Moses, he got paid on his contract for rebounds. He got bonuses for rebounds. So I think Cooper's missed them shots so he can go get those rebounds.
Now, Coach, the other player I want to ask you about, Cooper Robb, he comes out and puts up 25 in his first night. He comes back last night, goes 0 for 10, but gets 10 rebounds. And then tonight, he was kind of mediocre shooting-wise, but he had a lot of hustle. He had 9 rebounds tonight. And that kind of shows you a player. He's got a high basketball. He's got a high motor. He does a great job rebounding from that guard spot. What's your thoughts of his performance here in the first 2 games?
Well, he's really a tough kid. God, I love his toughness and everything. He's got to get more active on defense.
Right.
He's not moving on defense, and he or Bryce and one are moving like they got to move on defense, getting in position.
Right.
The reaction, like one time, was a classic stunt and recover, but Cooper stunned it. I gave him a 3 at the end of the first half. He just turned his shoulders in.
Right.
And again, he's only been with us now 2 weeks to teach him. The other times during football season, they came in and shot and did a few things, but he hasn't been on that teaching end. That's why I really had to try to emphasize Cooper during the game, getting in defensive position.
Right.
And his position is not perfect right now, but he's a tough kid and he'll get there.
Yep.
He'll get there with it.
And the thing about him, he's one of your most experienced players, even though he's just a sophomore. Him and Cooper Watts are the only really 2 players that played extensively a lot for you last year. You've got to find somebody, and who do you see kind of rolling into that leadership role from the bunch so far after 3 games? Has anybody kind of stepped up, or is it still up in the air?
It's really the 2 that stepped up. Probably been Cooper Robb's so quiet. He's a real quiet kid. Cam Fluker probably and Michael Marino are 2 to speak up and will really get the bull by the horn, and get. But they're pretty quiet. All of them are pretty quiet kids. Cooper Watts could be. He's a veteran. He's a big kid. Cooper could be, but if he ever gets in shape enough to where he can go at extended stretches and play, Cooper was primed to have a career night tonight.
Right.
I think because he got in foul trouble, but I think sometimes he got satisfied. He went out third quarter, he got hit in the private, so he couldn't hardly move out there. But you got to tell me when it happened. He can't walk up down the floor before. I guess he says, "Coach, you're dumb enough to leave me in here. I can't get up down the floor." And he jumped. We should have got him out the first time on it. I thought, but I really thought he was primed to have. How many points did he have the first quarter? He came out
8, wasn't it?
He had 8.
Yeah, he was primed to have a career night. I mean, I really thought he could have really. If Cooper's got to realize he can do that. Mm-hmm. he can have a big night like that.
Well, he runs the floor so well. And I thought that was a good point for him in the first quarter when he had the 8. He was running to the block very well. Marino was running to the block. Rob and Long both basically found them. I mean, I remember one specific play where Cooper Robb was coming down the right side. He knew Marino was on the block. He goes into the lane, kind of goes out like he's going to hit Bryce Long in the corner and nails Marino for a layup. And he set that all up with his ball movement because he already knew he was there, but the big man is running the floor.
That was a great pass to him.
Oh, it was
really good. And it's tough because Cooper runs the 4, which he's usually getting down the block, and Michael's playing the 5, which he's usually the reverse man. And then he goes to the block, you know, you know, I guess, you know, we've got to work a little more against zone and practice on getting in the gaps and stuff, but that's the easiest thing, work against the zone.
Yeah.
But they got to go into the gaps more and draw the defense and then move it. But it's early in the season. I don't know if any team's doing that right now. But you know, I like their effort. I think our effort, sometimes our position is not what it ought to be, but we're really getting a good effort.
Yeah. One question I had for you, Coach, is not only does it look like we're a willingness to find the open man, we had a lot of 18 assists tonight, but they seem like they got the ability to get that ball to the guy that's open. We had a lot of guys and a lot of good passes from the top down to the guys for layups tonight. You have to be happy with that.
Good passing team. Michael Marino is a heck of a passer, and now we got Cooper Watts putting that ball up on his shoulder and protecting a lot better. So he's a really good driver. Cooper Watts is a heck of an athlete.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I tell. He can catch up on the block and turn and dunk it both hands so easy.
Right.
I do it every time. If I could jump like that, I do it every time.
Yep. Just because you could, right?
I just love to show people. I love it. But Cooper just gets satisfied with that thing, and I want him to be a little more greedy out there. I want him to play with a little more. You know, go out and if you can get 30, get 30.
Right.
Don't get 12 and be satisfied.
Well, Coach, I tell you what, this is a fun bunch. This is our second game, but we've seen all three. This is a fun bunch to watch. I know they're in a learning, and you're going to have to, we say a lot of times, you're going to have a lot of good moments, you're going to have some bad moments, but to be 3-0, 3 games under your belt, back tomorrow, we'll have the game on the internet as well. You have to be tickled from where you are.
I am, and you know, Mike, this has really been a fun time, and I really enjoy these kids. I get fired up for every game with them, and you know, one tidbit about these first 3 games, Grant Brannon, Terrence Brooks,
Keaton Belcher.
I coached against every one of them guys as players.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they played, I coached against their team when they played.
Yep.
And tomorrow we go to Montgomery County. I coached against Coach Daniels, his dad. I coached against his dad. And I don't know if we played him during the time, but yeah, that's, you know, so it is fun. It is good to be able to do that.
Yeah, and the thing about most of those players you coached against, they have a lot to do with that 880 victories you got too. Fortunately, you're able to beat them more times than you lose to them, so you got to be happy with that. So again, appreciate you coming up tonight. We'll be over there tomorrow. Get to see you play Montgomery County, and as always, we really enjoy you taking time out, coming up, spending some time with us.
Always good to talk to you, because Keaton Belcher let me know, Coach Hicks, we beat y'all one game. Keaton let me know that. We beat y'all.
Yeah, they remember the ones they beat you because it don't happen too much.
And you know, those are 3 great young men, and God, any kid would be lucky to have a kid play for those guys, and it's great to see them coaching and helping the other young kids and everything, and you know, that's what makes Kentucky basketball great. You got guys like that working with kids.
Yeah, and both, Keaton and his younger brother, both of them went off to college and got their college education. It's great to see them come back to their home school. Their brother coaches the JV. Keaton coaches the varsity. It's great to see. And I think a lot of it has to do, to extend it a little bit, a lot of it has to do with high school athletics and how important it is, and they can see the difference. A lot of people look at, for you, for example, they see your 880-some-odd victories, and they say, wow, it's a lot of victories. What they don't see is the effect you've had on how many kids' lives through those 880 victories
and that's the most important thing. That really is. That really is. That's, shoot, like I always say, it sure beats working for a living.
There you go. All righty, Coach, we'll let you go. Appreciate you stopping in. We'll see you tomorrow night. Head Coach Billy Hicks, Scott County's 22nd year, 889 victories for Coach Hicks, and we're always glad to talk to him. So for my broadcast partner, Mark Walls, Kevin Ritchie, Jack Wilhite, we're the Scott County Sports Network. Glad you could join us. We'll be back tomorrow on the Scott County Sports Network.